You see, some men appear distant or angry, and I don't think it's because they intentionally mean to be wicked or evil. One reason for that is that they are carrying unresolved wounds or scars mentally and emotionally that no one helped them to heal from when they were boys. Now, that's the reason I wrote the song Heal Me Now, which for most of us men is not just a title, it's not poetry, it's just biography, pure lived experience. And I know for me, growing up, I don't think my gifts of writing or being creative was as nurtured as would have liked it to be. But then when I got to my adulthood, from my 20s and beyond, what I did was I blamed outside forces for the way I turned out to be, and I wasn't accountable. I just doubled down on being passive on my gifts, and that led to one unfulfilled choice to another and another. And so obviously that crept into marriage and fatherhood as well. And when my wife passed away, because I was used to not dealing with personal issues, I tuned off from grieving and immediately poured myself into my children's welfare and their well-being and all that. But there was always that friction because that boy inside here that has always been crying out for help and for healing in particular. And so all that affected my relationship with the children. I mean, think of it as a bridge scenario, if you will, where the children are on one end of the bridge, I am on another end. There's a pathway leading towards the middle, but there's a gap in that middle. A gap wide enough for me not to even attempt jumping over to the other side. So I can see the children, I can talk to them, they can talk to me back. But that gap represents unresolved issue. You could call it childhood trauma in some cases, and so that was always in the way, and that was in the way long before marriage, long before children came into the picture. And so I had to deal with that. I had to go through therapy, through 2 different services, to really face my issues, be vulnerable, and it took time. Through that, I was able to journal, write a lot. It shows in a lot of my songs, and also one of my books called Letters from a Fragile Father, which is dedicated to my children. So that is just a long-winded way of saying healing for men and fathers is not weakness, it's courage, it's accountability, and it helps. I'm here to tell you from lived experience that it helps a lot because my relationship with the kids have improved a lot. In some ways, I'm still healing because it's never perfect, is it? But definitely not where we were a couple of years back, and so I'm really grateful for that. So just encouraging us to whatever issues that we need to face, please face them head on. Not for the sake of the kids, yes, but for yourself, for you as well. Because in one sense, I couldn't give them what I didn't have. Now, what I did have was unresolved issues, trauma and baggage. And so that affected the relationship with my kids, and they didn't get to enjoy me as they should have. So I was there, but I wasn't there, if you catch my drift. And when you do things like that, when you're just kids, they see, they feel things that they don't have the words for yet. And so when you're vulnerable, when you're strong through that vulnerability, and they see a different side of you, a much improved version of Dada, which is what they call me. And then they carry that and pay that forward when they eventually get their families as well. So you could look at that as a form of inheritance, because not everything is about money. And I think one of the best inheritances a man or a father can leave his children. It's not what he leaves them after he's gone, when he dies, but who he becomes while he's still alive.